slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta again.
Now the thing about history, it usually doesn't remember the sacrifices made. It only remembers the battles won.
The silence rules.
If they arrest you two, they will take you to their headquarters, and you will not return.
I'm more concerned with the 6-foot cat man who's got claws that can cut through vibranium alloy. So what's his story?
He's known as the leader of Wakanda. His people call him Azuri.
By my count, that makes 2 super soldiers loose in Paris.
Wraiths, coming you.
And that's 2 too many.
I'll be there before the sun rises. Before the Germans, before that American.
The shield and the panther, 2 symbols of defiance, standing in the way of progress.
That's far enough!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
We stand on the brink of darkness. But Wakanda does not kneel!
And neither do.
You will face impossible odds.
Welcome to 83, a large-scale online tactical PvP shooter built around the idea of accessible realism, a twist on the tactical shooter genre popularized by the Rising Storm series. The goal is to make combat feel as authentic as possible until it stops being fun, and then we wind it back a notch. It's 1983. The tensions between NATO and the USSR have reached their breaking point, and the Cold War has quickly turned into an all-out conflict across Europe. One of the battlefields, codenamed Woodpecker, takes you to the location of the iconic Duga radar station in northern Ukraine. There are multiple objectives you and your squad need to swiftly capture to gain control over this strategic location. The choices your squad makes when capturing objectives matter. Teamwork, effective use of vehicles and equipment, or well-timed fire missions can all provide the necessary tactical advantage to win the battle. 83 is currently in development, and we aim to launch it on Steam Early Access within 1 year. Please support the game by
Look out! Oh, shit! Take cover! This will be the final chapter. Let it blood. Keep firing. It's only a waste of ammo. You think I need them for power? Oh, how amusing!
Hello, Brindley Gibson here, executive producer at Shark Mob, and welcome to Exoborne. You are an Exoborne warrior in a world torn apart by deadly storms and apocalyptic forces of nature. Empowered by your exo-rig, you scavenge, craft and fight to survive against enemies from the sinister Rebirth Corporation, vicious bandits and other hostile players. This game is all about high risk and high reward, making tactical decisions on how best to make it out alive. We join our team ready to deploy into the world. Having an exo-rig means you're stronger, faster, and tougher than a regular person. For example, we have no fall damage, so we don't have to worry about heights. Once deployed, we can decide what goals we want to achieve in this session, whether that's completing missions, the current active map operation, or just going after some good old PvP. Opening the map, we can see points of interest and get an idea for where the more dangerous areas are. Here, the team have decided to try their luck going after a rare artifact. Up in front, you can see we are immediately faced with the threat of a number of tornadoes. But if we're careful, we can take advantage of this windy weather by opening our gliders and leaping into the air for fast traversal across the map. On this rooftop, our team have come across some bandits. These are the Bodkin, ruthless killers, but for you and your exo-rig, they should be no challenge. Using the resource scanner, the team can see scavenging opportunities. We check what is in each container and then we can move it over to our backpack. The longer you take, the more at risk you are. This is a low risk area, so no high tier loot. More Bodkin. Kodiak pings them for the team. Kestrel uses their wind blast to knock one back. The bandits have reinforcements. Behind them, a massive tornado. Kodiak fires an incendiary grenade. The tornado has passed over fire and becomes a deadly firenado, hurling Bodkin and Kestrel into the air. Although Kestrel takes some damage, they use their glide ability to get to safety. The Kodiak, on the other hand, uses Fortress, which keeps their feet firmly on the ground. In this destroyed church, we found a data tick. We can hack these devices to unlock permissions on our digital lockpick, which in turn enables us to open locked Rebirth containers and doors. You'll find valuables to sell, crafting materials you can use to build your exo-rigs, and sometimes equipment ready to use. Our team continues to explore as they head towards their objective of that rare artifact. It's raining hard, which makes the world more dangerous by not being able to hear enemies approaching. We stumbled upon more Bodkin, so let's take them out. I want to highlight the counter in the top right called Rebirth Trace. Rebirth are the big bad, and as soon as you insert into a map, they're trying to track you down. After 20 minutes has elapsed, they expose you to all the other players. They know there are plenty of Renegade Reborn out there who'll hunt you down. With that explosion, our team is under attack. Here comes our first PvP encounter. The Kestrel takes the high ground and starts to snipe. It's the perfect exo-rig for applying this tactic. Oh no, the Viper's downed, so Kodiak runs forward and uses the field shield. They can tank for the team and protect Kestrel as they revive the Viper. It's always important to revive your teammates to keep them in the fight. You are never wiped until the whole team is down. The sudden storm unleashed by Kestrel flushes out the enemy, turning the battle. Kestrel attacks from above. The Viper closes the distance and finishes the remaining enemy with their blade. These guys were geared up, so we take what we need and can equip that electro grenade right away. That PvP encounter could have gone the other way and ended our session. Whether it's the weather or other players, you always have to be ready to rethink and adapt your strategy. The weather is changing too. Heavy fog is starting to roll in. And as we're close to a Rebirth facility, that means Rebirth Shepherds are out in force hunting. These elite troops are extremely dangerous and aggressive enemies. Our team doesn't like it, so they decide to get out of there. A rebirth buggy is a great way to make our getaway at pace. All three of the team can get on board and race towards that artifact. Rebirth trace is almost complete, and then our position will be compromised, which will increase the risk on our team. Finally, up ahead, we see our prize. A tornado has brought down a dropship, and inside we can find that rare artifact, and perhaps some other prizes. Our team needs to be cautious, as this kind of setup is perfect for an ambush. In this world event, we have to break into the ship whilst defending against waves of rebirth drones. These rebirth wasps can be dangerous in greater numbers.
Position compromised. Warning, rebirth kill switch countdown initiated. Kill switch activated.
After the team cleared out that first wave, Rebirth is dropping in reinforcements. We've got a Scarab to deal with. This drone is powerful and the team will need to work together to take it down. It's time for the big guns. The Kodiak uses the shield, drawing the drone's fire. Kestrel takes the high ground and cleans house, then lays a minefield, a powerful ability reserved for the tougher fights. Viper uses that electro grenade they looted earlier, stunning the Scarab, allowing to finish it off with a few well-placed shots. Now the countdown is complete and the ship is open. We can grab the artifact and loot these containers. A lambda key. And some gold bars. Nice. It's time for the team to extract. Using the glider in an updraft is a great way to gain verticality. A key part of Exoborne is a free-flowing movement, linking your different exo abilities together, like the grapple, glider, sprinting and mantling, to make your way swiftly through this broken world. The completed trace activates a second timer, the kill switch. If we don't extract before the timer hits 0, we are dead. You hear that sound? That is the rebirth tower activating, which means a major weather change is on its way. We're approaching the extraction point with multiple tornadoes adding to our troubles. It's an ambush. Viper detonates a screen grenade to provide cover. The extraction is triggered by this beacon. Once activated, it takes time for the dropship to arrive. The enemy have taken great positions around this site, and Kodiak is down. Just in the nick of time, the Kestrel leaps out of the way of an incoming carpet bombardment and soars into the air. The dropship is almost here. The Kestrel has drawn the enemy fire, and now Viper revives Kodiak as Renegade Reborn go to run them down. Back to their feet, Kodiak makes them regret it. Now with the dropship here, they can get on board. However, Kestrel finds themselves a long way off and needs to get to the chopper. Using the power of those tornadoes crashing through the site, they get high up. The rest of the team lays down covering fire. Safely landing on the roof, the Kestrel reunites with the team. And this enemy is not letting up. They are hammering our team for all they're worth. It's a vicious firefight right to the end. With the doors shut, finally, our team is safe. Extraction achieved. Safe home, the team can share the spoils of war. This artifact contains some awesome gear. The team also have valuables to sell, cash and resources to upgrade and mod their exo-rigs as well as their weapons. Then, get ready for the next round. At its heart, Exoborne has 3 core concepts: the high-tech exo-rigs and their wide range of abilities, the dynamic and dangerous forces of nature, and high-risk, high-reward gameplay. What makes Exoborne unique is the synergies between these 3 concepts, where each element interacts with the other, creating emergent moments and an ever-evolving way to play. And we invite you all to the playtest starting this Wednesday, February the 12th. Go to our Steam page to sign up, and we hope to see you in Colton County.
Reborn. Let's finish the fight.
Because after we do this, everything is gonna change.
There is no way to hide. Kings, barons, queens. We give them different names, but they're all the same. Killing machines falling from the sky. This is our home. Our bastion of resistance. This is where the brave meets the bold. We will not die in the shadows. We will face our fears head on.
The giant just left orbit, coming in damn hot.
Showtime.
It's coming in hot. Oh, it's on.
Scout ahead.
Right there. Shit! Too many of them. Fall back now. Look out!
Confirmed impact. Baron is on the
You owe me one.
Perfect.
Let's do this.
Come on, Baron!
New contact. Breaking orbit. Southern Rust Belt.
They will never stop coming.
Marks on screen. Calling for volunteers.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it. America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The Philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother, and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Do you hear me, Snake? We are the sons of the boss!
I see it! The fear!
A great and terrible fury at being alive.
A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us. I'm not finished yet!
불현듯 나타난 놈들에게 인류는 멸망했지. 우리의 거대한 방벽은 무너졌고 생존자들은 뿔뿔이 흩어졌어. 놈들은 언제 어디서든 우리의 목숨을 노렸고 뜬 눈으로 매일 밤을 지새울 수밖에 없었지. 살기 위해 서로를 죽이는 절망이 펼쳐졌어. 그렇지만 아직 희망이 있어. 쉘터 안에 인류를 구원할 수 있는 마지막 키가 남아있으니까. 무너진 도시에서 키를 찾고 탈출해.
Stakes are higher. Never lose with a strong desire. Only way to go up, go higher. Any day I walk through the fire. La 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 la, let it burn. La 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 la, let it burn. La 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 la, let it burn. Burn, baby, burn.
Walk through the fire.
I see the tears from wanting to rain. I'm for better than different conditions. I prefer to go through it in the rain. Crash in the plane. That's about the least of my concerns. I just get up and get back to business till I get the mission. I'ma stand out, don't need a handout. Just need to stand up and get my hands dirty. Tomorrow, I promised I wanted it yesterday. That's why I'm showing up, man. Time on my hands in a mind of a minute. So stop at the pinnacle. I'm never finished. You trying to see something phenomenal? This is what I'ma do. Promise you, I'm gonna walk through the fire.
Bravo. Exfil now.
Feed up the head cam. Viper is an LM-based AI combat device that integrates with a soldier's gear, analyzing the battlefield in real time and providing tactical support in various combat situations. It adapts by learning from the user's combat experience and tendencies, evolving into a more specialized and personalized AI. Looks like we're cashing in big today.
Scan the chatter and lock down the exfil route.
Move. 30 meters, 11 o'clock. Hold. Contact. Armor. Beast inbound. Hold your position. Keep your head on a swivel.
Hey, how much is the bounty on a tank again? Should we take it out before we bail?
This place is about to be glassed. We need to keep moving.
Fuck off, Viper. Pipe down for a sec.
Suit yourself. Going silent.
Bravo 2, Javelin. Send it.
Viper! I need a hand here, man!
On it. Move behind the house. 6 o'clock. Double time it. Move. Well, this just got worse. We need to get out of the kill zone. We're fucked. Incoming.
No, 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 no!
Мене вбили під Ізюмом. Рано вранці. Була роса ще. Ніби вдарило тіло струмом, і я впав під сухим кущем. І не тиснув вже бронік мій. Став легким автомат. У військовій цій хроніці я 200-й солдат. Я тепер серед вітру, серед зелені трав. В цю квітучу палітру кров свою домішав. Небо високе, небо далеке. Душу взяло мою в свої сині. Господи, хай я з лелеками поверну з весняної днини. Хай я, Господи, своєму сину крилом кривавим ще помахаю. Хай єдиній своїй дружині прокричу, як сильно її кохаю. Боже, хай я над опитої хати, того дому, де з'явився на світ, гніздо збудую, щоб сива мати не сама доживала залишок літ. Мене немає, та голос мій вільний дитячим сміхом звучить в містах. Він у пісні матері, в молитві сильній, в цілунку дівчини в її вустах. Вже не відчують землі мої ноги, і назад вже нема мені вороття. Згадайте ж мене день перемоги, бо я за вашу свободу віддав життя.
Задача нашого групування – просунутися до міста з південного сходу через село Кам'янка і захопити стратегічні позиції. Сили ворога на нашому напрямку 2 БТГ 106-ї десантної дивізії. Сила, відвага, честь.
Всім відділенням почати штурм.
Долбоёб, нахуй. Огонь.
나한테 임무?
루셀 기억하지?
알겠어. 하지.
Sabbath. 3 huge game developers have gotten together to create the ultimate gaming experience. The top video game players in the world. Are they any good in real-life battle royale type situation? Not this, but actually this. It's not playing around on the screen. We do have ex-Navy SEALs coming down. We need the best of the best. Anybody can play. You just gotta be brave enough to take a bullet. Kilo Kitty wants to know if it hurts. Bam! Of course it hurts. We donate 100 grand worth of cyber limbs. But there's a chance for fame. There's a chance for fortune. I need you to take her down to Midtown Harbor. Do not up. You can also... Oh, God. Hey, look at me. Welcome to me, fans. Click me. Like me. I don't care. Watch me. Don't watch me. I'm over this whole thing.
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
I always knew I had an instinct. I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission. I was wrong.
Welcome to Garden City, where it's a pleasant 23 degrees all day, every day.
How far to his last known location?
Local forces are also tracking his whereabouts. You need to find him before they do.
I'll have to improvise.
Generating voice print.
افتح ارسل واحدا آخر.
اختبر البوابة بحسب.
What readings are you getting?
We are getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Our intel places Carrington on the second floor.
And the life we think we know turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind.
Carrington!
Damn it! Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical.
Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you. I could use someone with your skills.
To lose everything before I could see. What this world was really hiding.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
Everyone ready? Find the target. Arm the bomb. Romeo 2. I'm ready. Eyes on target.
Alpha 4. Had some trouble, but I'm ready.
Copy that, Alpha 4. Aegis Actual to Mike 2. You ready? Hey, you copy? Here's Mike.
Got some hostiles in the area, but I'm safe and sound. Think Yuri has some issues though.
Yuri, are you ready?
Are you ready?
日本帝国軍の一員だ。ここまで誇りを持って戦ってきた。この硫黄島は日本にとって最重要の拠点だ。もしこの島が敵に渡れば、
敵はこの島から我々の家を襲撃するだろう。最後の一兵になっても私の任務は敵を止めることだ。生きて再び我が家に帰れないことを覚悟した。
天皇陛下、万歳！
5 long years in the dark of the ground. No one knew where we could be found. But all seemed lost and we had to run from Judgment Day and its killing sun. Now it's time to be back in the light. The world of Skynet will have to fight. But then new life one day we'll see, and everywhere our name will be survivors.
Стоп! Тихо! Не болтать! Это разделение внутрь! По лестнице!
Слышал о вашей неудаче, слышал. И немало ею огорчен. Чем могу?
Нам нужны документы, еда и оружие.
А с едой все сложно. Все бегут. Всем она нужна.
Смотрите, они грабят аптеку. Это не наше дело.
Дядь, купи кирпич!
Я убил его.
Вниз!
Стой, тварь!
Это же предательство! Оно самое лучшее. Оно самое...
You have 6 months to find Owain Glendur. 6 months to unite his people. 6 months to conquer England.
Let me tell you the true story of a medic during the Pacific War. My story. Everything started at Pearl Harbor. It all seemed peaceful until the war started that day for me and everyone in my company. And so did my new life. I saw things that day that would change everything I thought I knew about mankind. From that moment, I followed my comrades to witness the fall of the Philippines and participated in Operation Watchtower, the Battle of Guadalcanal. I was but an aspiring medic at the start of the Pacific War, but the horror of war meant it didn't matter. My brothers in arms needed me, and I had to quickly find out how to properly do my job. I wasn't ready. One of the first lessons I learned was to treat the critically wounded first. Heavy bleeding, tears, burns, and even amputated limbs were the daily things I saw. My old life was over, and every moment became a dilemma. Comrades lying on the ground with different wounds. I couldn't save everyone. I had to make dreadful choices about who should be treated first and saved. But that was only the beginning. Time was of the essence as they were bleeding out, depending on their wounds. I learned to slowly drag them when they were bleeding a lot, and to carry them on my shoulder to quickly get them to medical outposts. This was also where I got most of my supplies. I didn't always get everything, so I made do with what I had, or checked other outposts. Bandages, tourniquets, gauze, those were easy to find. But boy, morphine and plasma, they were lacking. But if healing the wounded had been the only thing I had to worry about, it would have been too easy. Dangers surrounded me at every given moment. I was under fire from bullets, bombs dropping on the battlefield, or I needed to slip through enemy lines under their watchful eyes. Losing sight of any of that would have meant that my brothers in arms and I would die. That's why I became a medic.
RB.org, the Xbox logo. A newspaper headline on the floor of a disheveled living room reads, "War is over." Words on a TV, civil emergency message. An armored Locust and Marcus Phoenix crash through the wall of the living room. The Locust pins Marcus to the ground. Marcus notices a gun lying beneath the couch. He goes for it, but the Locust stomps on his arm with its heavily armored foot. Marcus reaches for the gun, but the Locust hurls him into the wall before he can grab it. Coughing, Marcus starts to pull himself up. The Locust throws him into a couch, and he lands next to the TV. The imposing Locust stalks toward Marcus, but he grabs the TV and slams it into his enemy's face. Marcus grabs the gun lying on the floor, but the Locust grabs his arms and redirects his shots. The Locust lifts Marcus and pushes him up against the ceiling. Two gear-shaped dog tags dangle from a necklace around Marcus's neck. He kicks the Locust, but his angry foe pushes him against the wall. Marcus eyes the Locust's blade, drawing closer to his face. He pushes the blade into the wall and headbutts the Locust. The Locust rushes at Marcus, but he grabs his gun just in time and shoots its head off. Blood spurts from the Locust's exposed spinal cord. Tiny pieces of glass on the wooden floor begin to move as the ground rumbles. The wooden floor gives way. Marcus grabs an exposed metal pipe to stop himself from falling into a glowing red abyss. The pipe breaks, but a gloved hand reaches down and saves Marcus from falling. Dom pulls him back up to solid ground. Marcus catches his breath. Dom hands him his black do-rag, and Marcus puts it back on. The two soldiers look out at the apocalyptic scene surrounding them. A helicopter soars over them toward a distant bridge, still standing.